Chapter 10. Living Your Values. Your life can be a good one if you focus on living your values. To find this, you must first ask yourself, what do I value? What am I meant to do with my life? How important are my relationships? Am I making the most of my career? Do I want to serve my family and friends? Do I want to be successful in my career? What are my priorities? Once you know these things, you can make decisions that will lead to a good life. Clarity of purpose. Having clarity of purpose is vital to having a good life and achieving success. You must be clear about what you want in life, and you must be able to articulate that purpose to other people. Without clarity, you can't achieve your goals. It's important to know what you want so you can work towards it. Without clarity, you will not know how to achieve your goal or how to live it out. A clear sense of purpose is the foundation of every successful person's life. They have a picture of what success looks like, and they look forward to achieving this vision. They act on this vision and rarely procrastinate or go off on tangents. These people are able to achieve what they want because they are clear about their purpose. A clear sense of purpose helps you achieve your goals more easily. Without a clear sense of purpose, you will drift aimlessly from place to place without a sense of direction. A clear sense of purpose helps you focus on achieving your goals and a good life. The most successful people in the world have a direction. They have a vision, look forward to it, and act accordingly to move toward it. In the end, you will be glad you had clarity of purpose. Your life purpose can evolve and become clear as you mature and experience new things. You may start out pursuing one thing, but then find a different path and find that you are not happy with it. This is fine, as long as your purpose blends with what you enjoy doing. In the case of your career, you may find that there's a natural overlap between what you like doing and what the world needs. In other words, your purpose is what you do when you are happy. Relationships. Healthy relationships foster a sense of belonging. They are interdependent and rely on mutual support and respect. Developing and maintaining a healthy relationship is crucial for a fulfilling life. However, establishing and maintaining healthy relationships isn't always easy. Sometimes, disagreements are necessary to clear the air. The key is to remain committed to your partner and work through the disagreements together. It's also important to respect the individuality of the other person. Having a good relationship can improve your life. Those who have healthy relationships are happier and healthier. Healthy relationships can help people deal with the aging process. Furthermore, relationships can help people remember things. A happy and healthy relationship can boost physical and mental health. This is good news for those who want to live a fulfilling life. Healthy relationships are based on common goals and characteristics. They can be romantic or not. The purpose of these relationships is to benefit both the partners. Healthy relationships can make a person happy and fulfilled, no matter what the challenges or goals. They can give you and your partner a boost and make you feel closer. It's important to remember that a healthy relationship is a mutual, respectful, and happy relationship. Work-life balance. Creating a good work-life balance is a great way to achieve both personal and professional goals. Whether you're in the midst of a career change or considering retirement, work-life balance is an important factor to consider. Taking time to reflect on your job and life is key to maintaining your happiness. You should be happy with your job and feel fulfilled at work. However, if your job requires long hours, a good work-life balance can be difficult to achieve. Whether you are a business owner or a freelancer, work-life balance is essential for your success. While the benefits of a good work-life balance are numerous, it is important to find a balance that suits you best. If you are an employee and are not happy at work, you will not be able to give your best. A balanced work-life balance promotes health and wellness and increases productivity at work. Increasing work pressure is one of the biggest challenges facing employees today. People with high workloads are at risk of being overworked and often suffer from burnout. Stress management techniques can help you reduce workload and manage stress. Moreover, these strategies can make your work-life balance better, allowing you to take time for your family and enjoy your life as well. They are also very beneficial for employers and employees. When it comes to work-life balance, you must remember that it is important to have time for yourself. If you spend all your time helping other people, you will never have the energy or strength to achieve your dreams. It is essential to schedule time for exercise, meals, and sleep. Remember that everyone deserves your best, so do not forget to take care of yourself. If you are in good health, you can give your best to others. Gratitude. Gratitude is more than simply saying thanks for something. It's about being thankful for life and all the good things we have. Most of us go through life without truly appreciating what we have, until tragedy strikes and we realize how lucky we really are. Gratitude acts can make a huge impact on others, and they are also very contagious. Here's how to practice gratitude. Gratitude has a variety of benefits for our well-being. Research has shown that people who feel grateful are more likely to help others, to divide profits more equitably, to be more loyal, and to engage in physical activity. Gratitude is linked to emotional maturity, and research indicates that it's a valuable skill to have in your arsenal. This is one of the best ways to improve your life and live a long and happy life. Practicing gratitude can also boost your happiness levels. A recent study found that people who practice gratitude have a higher level of satisfaction with their lives and a more positive outlook on life. Furthermore, they felt more connected with others and more positive about the future. Gratitude can be practiced in a variety of ways and is not suitable for every person. You may want to consult a counselor before beginning a gratitude practice. People who express gratitude have higher social capital. They are more likely to be helped by other people because they like them. Gratitude also improves your relationship with others. It is also proven to increase your ability to form healthy relationships. If you want to have a healthy, happy life, then be grateful for all the good things that come your way. It's a simple way to improve your life. Knowing your purpose helps you separate the unimportant from the important in your life. Most people are so caught up in the things that are not important that they fail to see the most important things in life. They are chasing things like more money, a bigger house, a second car, or even a fleet of cars. People who know what they want to do in life are more likely to distinguish between the unimportant and the important, and thus live more fulfilling lives. Purpose can be found in everyday acts of kindness. Even small things like giving compliments to your loved ones, calling a sick friend, or making a phone call can add up to meaningful purposes. Another way to find your purpose is by organizing your time in a way that you have both free time and structured time to accomplish your goals. If you do not have a lot of time, ask yourself if you have enough time for a meaningful activity. The positive effects of a sense of purpose are felt in many ways. People who have a sense of purpose tend to live longer and exhibit healthier habits. For example, they are less likely to have heart disease or other health problems. They also tend to participate in more group activities and are more likely to lead active lifestyles. By making a difference in the world, you're likely to have a good life. The ability to derive happiness from the simplest pleasures is essential. The ability to enjoy a simple thing will help you understand the importance of the moment. Civic engagement is also a key part of the good life. Civic engagement can only be fully utilized if it has a greater purpose. For example, civic engagement can provide a sense of purpose that can be used to improve the community. By engaging in civic activities, you are giving back to a greater cause, and you can use your talents and passions for the common good. Chapter 11. Be grateful for life's simple pleasures. There are many factors to consider when trying to figure out how to have a good life. The most important factors include your own priorities, values, and goals. It is vital to identify what is important to you and what you can do to make it happen. Some of the most important areas of your life include family, relationships, serving others, your career, and your hobbies. By identifying what is important to you and your family, you can create a life plan that will be fulfilling and satisfying. Practice gratitude and take notice of life's small pleasures. We take many things for granted, from warm beds to running water to safe streets and cars. We often forget about the little things, and these simple pleasures can have a big impact on our happiness. Think about how many people in the world do not have these basic necessities. You'll be surprised how grateful you will feel for these simple things, and you'll be happier in the long run. Gratitude for life's simple pleasures can lift your spirits and bring you much peace and harmony. Whether you're enjoying a hot shower or piping hot coffee, simple pleasures can make you feel happier and more content. We take many small pleasures for granted, but taking the time to appreciate them can improve our overall happiness and well-being. When we consciously take the time to appreciate the little things, we can recover from bad days and make our good days even better. Simple pleasures can be anything that makes us happy. Whether it's a cup of coffee with your friends or a bottle of wine with dinner, simple pleasures are essential to our overall happiness. Try to find them whenever you can, even if you don't have the time, and make the most of them. If you don't like to write them down, you can always keep them in a special place in your life and remember them whenever you want. Value work-life balance. If you've ever felt like there was no time for everything, you may be guilty of failing to value work-life balance. But it's essential to create a balanced lifestyle if you want to live a good life. To do this, you need to create a plan to incorporate both work and personal time into your daily routine. You should also take the time to think about your needs, such as whether you need a full-time job or a job close to your daycare. When you are at work, take breaks to recharge your batteries. You need to make sure that your body is healthy, too. It was not designed to work for long hours at a time. Taking breaks helps you recover from fatigue and enhance your agility at work. If you have a dog, consider taking it for a walk or do yoga. Whatever you enjoy, remember to be kind to yourself. A company that values work-life balance is more attractive to prospective employees. The reason for this is that businesses with a strong work-life balance are more likely to attract and retain top talent. It costs a lot to replace an employee, and it takes approximately 28 weeks for the new hire to get up to speed. Keeping existing employees happy will help you draw a valuable talent pool. And if you want to avoid spending a significant amount of time and money on replacing your employees, focusing on work-life balance is a great way to attract, motivate, and retain your workforce. One of the most important ways to promote work-life balance is to improve your company's workplace culture. Creating a good workplace culture encourages employees to be more content and happy. This will reflect in their work, as happy employees are more productive and engaged. In addition to providing competitive compensation, comfortable office conditions, and opportunities for growth and social interaction, employers should also promote healthy work-life balance. Embrace new experiences. When we look at our lives, it can be easy to become a victim of our comfort zone. While it can be frightening to try something new, it can also help us feel confident. As a result, we begin to embrace new experiences and grow in self-awareness. Ultimately, we become happier because of them. So how do we embrace the unknown? Value exploration. While identifying your values is not easy, you should take the time to do so. Knowing what you value in life is central to your identity, and once you've identified them, you can use them as a guide in every situation. This exercise is especially helpful if you're not sure what to do in a given situation, and your values will be a useful guide when it comes to making the right decision. Chapter 12. Don't be afraid to say no. Enjoyment is key for a good life. Life without pleasure is boring. Pleasure keeps us going and motivates us. Find ways to make the world a better place. Then, you can live the good life you deserve. Make a difference in the world by helping others and doing more good than bad. It will be easier to live the good life if you have the energy and passion to do so. Don't be afraid to say no to have an abundant life. The famous businessman Warren Buffett once said, "Saying no allows you to put your priorities first and give yourself the time and energy to do what's important." Saying no can give you more time with your family, more time to do what you love, or more quality sleep. It can also give you more time to work on a passion project or invest in your mental health. Don't be afraid to say no to have an abundant life is a powerful saying. Saying no to people who pressure you can help you to make the best decisions for yourself. It's not about being a bad person. It's about having the courage to say no and doing what is right. There are many ways to say no. When you say no to an invitation, make sure you say it in a polite manner. You don't want to be rude, but a polite no will soften the blow. It can also help to offer an alternative. If you're hesitant to say no, suggest an alternative activity or coffee instead. In general, the best way to say no is to be clear and concise. Make a difference in someone's life. We should play small every day and do something kind for someone else without expecting anything in return. Small acts of kindness will bring you joy and can fill you with purpose. The simplest act of kindness is listening to someone. You don't have to ask for anything in return. Just listen and make their day. You won't receive anything in return, and this will be the best act of kindness you've ever done. You can also help others in need by making an essential everyday item package. You can do this locally or internationally, and it's inexpensive. This will go a long way to making someone's day better. By giving a package of basic everyday items, you'll be helping people achieve a better life. It doesn't have to be big or extravagant, but it can be an impactful gesture. A happy life is a result of well-intentioned goals. If you want to live a more content and fulfilling life, make sure your goals are good for others. Volunteering a couple hours a week or improving the relationship with your family can increase your happiness. These goals can be as simple as improving your relationship with your family, or as big as helping an elderly person. Discover your passions. The first step in discovering your passion is to make time for it. Once you find what you love doing, you will be able to spend the rest of your life doing it. You can spend an hour a day working on it. You can also take time out of your busy schedule to exercise your passion. You can take a long walk in nature or go on a weekend retreat. You can also get advice from people around you, or find a guide who has lived a full life. For example, if you love nature, you could become involved in conservation efforts or the development of sustainable energy. You could even volunteer your time with environmentalist groups. The internet can give you many ideas for how you can help the planet and other people. For those who are more ambitious, you can try becoming a dog trainer. Getting close to a dog is therapeutic, and you will learn about your personality and limitations. Trying to find your passion is not an easy process. In order to find your passion, you must shift your mindset. You must be open to new experiences and be excited about changes. Once you shift your mindset, you will be more likely to find your passion. By taking the time to explore your passions, you will have more energy to pursue them. If you are ready for a change and a challenge, you can find your passion and enjoy your life to the fullest. Don't worry about material possessions. You can enjoy a good life without worrying about material possessions. We live in a culture where we are taught to buy material things, but that doesn't have to be true. It's not about money, but about other areas of your life that you can fill with fulfillment and joy. You don't need to worry about money, but you do need to live a happy life and not get too distracted by material things. Purchasing things can give us a false sense of happiness, which reinforces our desire to accumulate more of them. This can also lead to an addiction to material possessions. Even if they provide a temporary fix, they keep us from living a happy life. Be a source of never-ending satisfaction. If you're unhappy with your life, there's an easy solution. Be a source of never-ending satisfaction. Buddha taught that life is a constant struggle to find happiness, and the only way to be satisfied is to let go of attachment to inadequate things. The Buddha called this state of mind dukkha, which is a synonym for suffering. The causes of dukkha are craving, desire, and attachment to worldly things. Chapter 13. Compassion and Commitment. One of the most essential parts of how to have a good life is to serve your community. This means being kind to others and building tight relationships with your neighbors. You might even notice that neighborliness becomes contagious, and others may want to follow your lead. You can also get involved with local causes or plan fundraising events for causes that are important to the global community. This will help you live a fuller and more meaningful life. Compassion. When it comes to improving relationships, compassion is one of the most important skills you can develop. It allows you to see things from another person's perspective without judging them. It also helps you to protect your relationships and build social support. People who are compassionate are more likely to have successful relationships. Moreover, compassion leads to happier relationships. By acting with compassion towards others, you are likely to have happier relationships and experience less stress. It also helps you to deal with situations that trigger anxiety and fear. Moreover, compassion creates stronger relationships and an increased sense of purpose. You can start by observing someone's behavior and try to learn how to practice it yourself. This will help you build a more meaningful life. If you feel good about yourself, you'll be happier, too. Another way to practice compassion is to adopt a kind attitude. You will feel better when you understand other people's pain. The person you are helping will feel better when you are compassionate. The effect of your kindness will ripple throughout your life and will make you a better person. The more you practice kindness, the more you will feel compassion for others. Moreover, you will be happier and healthier as a result. Knowing your purpose helps you distinguish what is important from what is not. Most of us are caught up in the trivial and superficial. We want to make more money, buy a bigger house, and have a second car or fleet. Knowing your purpose allows you to separate out the BS and focus on what is important in life. This is important because it allows you to make better choices about your career, relationships, and health. Often, pursuing your purpose will lead you to a career that fits your core values. You may even find compatible partners and create the life of your dreams. Ultimately, purpose will make your life worthwhile. So, if you are wondering how to find your purpose, consider the following steps. But remember, finding your purpose is a lifelong process, and you may need to tweak it over the years. Once you know what you're trying to achieve, you'll be able to begin living more deliberately. That doesn't mean your problems will disappear, but once you're clear about your goals, you'll be able to take action toward them. Purpose is the key to having a good life, so start with the big picture. Make a decision today and start making steps toward your goals. Commitment. Commitment is the ability to put forth the effort necessary to achieve your goals. People who are committed have a sense of honor and a willingness to overcome obstacles. People who are committed can be reliable and can go to school full-time, work full-time, and even start a business. These people are often willing to work long hours to make their idea or business succeed. They are also committed to pursuing their dreams and goals with a passion. People who are committed to a cause or goal are happier than people who are not. In addition, people who are committed to a cause or goal have fewer regrets and feelings of failure. The reason for this is because committing to a cause or goal will give you the courage to stick with it over time, allowing you to focus on the positive aspects of the project or decision. Over time, this will improve your life. Commitment teaches you to be loyal to your values and the people you choose to spend your time with. It also helps you to learn about your strengths and weaknesses and to recognize your abilities and limitations. It will also help you to understand yourself better and make the best decisions. It will help you to achieve the best life possible. The key to a happy life is to make commitments and engage in activities that are important to you. Gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful emotional attitude, and you can cultivate it by practicing it. To practice gratitude, start by focusing on the things you are grateful for. For example, you might be grateful for your health, your friends, your family, or your work. As you think of your life's many blessings, you should consider each one. Take a few minutes to think about what you're grateful for and write down those reasons. Once you've done this, tell everyone around you why they should be grateful for their lives. Many religions emphasize gratitude, including Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. According to psychologists, these religions integrate gratitude to God into their teachings. They all emphasize the importance of giving thanks to God and expressing gratitude to others. The power of gratitude is contagious, which means that when one person expresses gratitude, it spreads to other people. As a result, it can lead to greater happiness and a better life. Another benefit of gratitude is its beneficial effect on your health. People who practice gratitude are happier, healthier, and more compassionate. In addition, their immune systems are stronger, and they are more able to cope with stressful situations. The more you practice gratitude, the more grateful you will become. And the more gratitude you feel, the better your life will be. In addition, a feeling of gratitude can help you stop smoking, lower your blood pressure, and reduce stress. Gratitude for the simple pleasures of life. Gratitude for the simple pleasures of your life is an important part of a happy, balanced lifestyle. While some people may not realize it, we often take for granted the simple things we have in our daily lives. For instance, we take for granted warm beds, clean running water, air conditioning, cars, and easy access to food. Unfortunately, there are many people around the world who are not as fortunate as we are. Gratitude for the simple pleasures of our lives can bring us great happiness and peace of mind. The world is full of small pleasures that we take for granted. Stopping to appreciate a piping hot cup of coffee or a hot shower is a great way to experience gratitude. You may even find it useful to write down the small pleasures that bring you joy. Then, take time to experience them and enjoy them each time they happen. The feeling of gratitude is an emotion, an inner feeling of contentment that is triggered by positive experiences. Once triggered, this feeling cannot be turned on and off. Many people struggle with feeling grateful, so they need to find specific experiences that trigger their feelings. It's essential to practice the art of being grateful to experience more happiness. So, why not give gratitude a try? It's free and easy, and the rewards will be enormous. Purpose in life. Having a purpose in your life is critical to living a full and meaningful existence. It helps you to distinguish what is important from what is not. Many people spend their time pursuing things that are not that important. For example, they might want a bigger house, more money, or even a fleet of cars. People with a purpose in life know that there is more to living than material things. This helps them to see the important goals in life and cut through the BS to get to them. People who had a higher sense of purpose had a lower risk of dying from all causes. People with a low sense of purpose were twice as likely to die during the study period. Likewise, people who reported a higher sense of purpose had better sleep and fewer problems with sleep apnea. To find your purpose, you must first define who you are. Once you know who you are, you will have a clear idea of what you're good at and what makes you happy. Your purpose should blend with what brings you the most joy in life. This philosophy is called Ikigai and has recently gained a following in the West. The goal of Ikigai is to discover the overlap between what you love and what the world needs. Chapter 14. Accept that it's a constant struggle. If you want to live a happy and fulfilling life, you must learn how to have a good life. You must realize what you really like and have the courage to pursue your passions. This will make your life full of purpose and accomplishment, which will bring you true satisfaction. However, it is not easy to achieve this goal. Therefore, you need to have a strong willpower and determination. Some people may find their life to be difficult at times. They struggle to pay the bills. Sometimes the struggle seems to never end, and obstacles continue to come up to block their progress. While some people choose to take this kind of struggle, others choose to ignore it. There are many people who live a good life, but their lives are constantly in a state of struggle. A good life is not about pleasure and wealth. It is about personal excellence and making choices that improve your outlook on life. A good life can be filled with friendships, travel, and activities, but it can also be a life full of struggle. If you're stuck in the past, you can't enjoy the present moment. By making wise choices, you can experience your life fully and see it for what it is. It's a life with purpose. To live a good life, you should explore what gives you the most joy and meaning. Then, you should be courageous enough to pursue those passions. By doing so, you will gain true satisfaction and fulfillment. Those who live a good life don't feel like they're wasting their time. They do something they love and have a sense of fulfillment. But how do you discover what makes you happy? For many people, a good life is one where the person is fulfilled, loves the people in their lives, and doesn't have regrets. This kind of life is full of purpose and meaning, and it's also full of calm. A good life is a life filled with love and without regrets. To live a good life, you need to love and be loved by the people around you. There are several ways you can achieve this. It's a life without material possessions. If we have too many material possessions, we may not be happy. In fact, we may even feel depressed. In this situation, it might even be better to live without material possessions altogether. What we should value is our own happiness, which is much more important than the things that we have. Happiness is a state of mind, not a material object. If you are unhappy, you must change your mindset. Material goods will break down eventually. If you become emotionally attached to them, you will feel sad or disappointed when they break or lose their appeal. Moreover, you will never be able to compete with others if you have more material possessions than them. You will always fall behind the rest of the world. However, if you learn to live a simple life without material possessions, you will soon find that you can live a happy life. To have a good life, you should find your passion and purpose. This is important for your personal well-being and that of others. You can pursue excellence in your field and experience pleasure in your daily life. Here are some tips to live a good life. Make a list of your passions and use it to guide your life. It will be a great help if you include them in your daily routine. Passion. Individuals who have a passion for something have greater success in their lives than those who are not. A passion for something is more than just a hobby, but it is also a way to quantify your success and identify the goals that you wish to achieve. In addition, a passion for something will make you align your actions with a larger vision. You will have the desire to pursue the thing that you love, even when it means devoting a lot of time and effort to it. If you're passionate about your job or a cause, you'll be more productive, focus better, and make more contributions. If you're not excited about your work, you'll want to finish it quickly, without caring whether you're making any progress. The key to success is to follow your passion, no matter what the job is or the area of expertise. A person who is passionate about their work will make better decisions, which will contribute to their happiness and success in life. Once you've discovered your passion, it's time to learn as much as you can about it. The more you know about it, the more open your mind will become. You may also want to connect with other people who share the same passion as you do to get a more accurate understanding of the topic. Once you have the answers, you can decide whether or not you're passionate about it. If you don't feel passionate about it, you should reconsider the passion that you have. Your passion should give you a sense of purpose. If you are passionate about something, you can create new habits and pursue your passion for it. It may take a while to find your passion, but it is essential to find what makes you happy and fulfilled. It's like the scenery that you need when you're on a road trip. Without passion, the drive is monotonous. The scenery you see along the way is the vivid colors of the road, the animals, and the weather. Identifying your purpose is vital to living a meaningful life. It will give you a sense of direction and lead you towards a career that fulfills your passions. It can also help you meet and attract the right people. Pursuing your purpose will also lead you to the best life. It will make your life full of meaning. The following are some ways to identify your purpose and live it to its fullest. First, knowing your purpose will help you differentiate between what is important and what is unimportant. The vast majority of people are caught up in pursuing material things, such as a bigger house or a new car. However, when we know our purpose, we will be able to cut through the BS and focus on what is really important. You will find your purpose. Moreover, you will be happier, healthier, and more fulfilled as a result. The second important quality of purpose is being able to draw happiness from simple pleasures. This will allow you to appreciate the present moment. Civic engagement is a vital aspect of a good life, and almost all philosophers have commented on it. Only when you apply your talents and energy towards a greater cause will the other aspects of your life be of value. This is true for both personal and professional success. Once you've identified your purpose, you can begin to live more conscious and meaningful lives. While this does not mean all problems will go away, it will help you to focus on making each day count, setting goals, and living a meaningful life. Despite the difficult aspects, you can get started with your journey. However, it is important to remember that your purpose is only as good as your big picture. Pursuit of excellence. Pursuit of excellence is a mindset that emphasizes action, not perfection. It is a continuous journey towards growth and progress. You can't be content with your current state, and you must continuously seek to improve yourself in order to be happy and fulfilled. This mindset requires you to take risks and challenge yourself to push beyond your comfort zone. The pursuit of excellence is a form of infinite game in which you constantly challenge yourself to achieve your best. It is an excellent way to boost your self-esteem. It can also help you succeed in your career. Pursuing excellence is also an excellent way to improve your physical health. It requires careful planning and a great deal of hard work. It begins with a decision, an ideal vision, and action. Once you start acting on your ideal vision, you will begin to realize that you possess abilities that have been hidden deep within. The pursuit of excellence is a journey that starts with learning what you want in life. By setting daily and long-term goals, you are more likely to reach your objectives. Pursuit of excellence helps you to be disciplined and to avoid letting temporary setbacks get in the way of your goals. It also empowers you to control your thoughts and actions. Pursuing excellence defines your leadership style. Achieving excellence is an ongoing process that requires skill and passion. Achieving excellence takes 10,000 hours of practice. Even if you possess a rare talent, it is not enough. You must also work hard and be dedicated to your pursuit. This is not the same as killing yourself. It is about preserving the assets that will help you achieve success in the future. You don't need to spend all your time and effort to achieve excellence, but you should make sure you practice and improve in your chosen field as much as possible. Pursuit of pleasure. The psychology of pleasure is a multifaceted concept, encompassing several major processes. They include learning, motivation, and pleasure liking, all of which are constantly interacting with implicit processes. These implicit processes operate on a level of consciousness that is not always available to the conscious mind. These processes translate experiences of pleasure into subjective feelings, which are a key to a good life. However, the psychology of pleasure is not entirely clear. While most people understand how pleasure works, they are not entirely sure how it relates to the quality of life. Aristotle argues that pleasure and virtue are interdependent, and that happiness involves choosing greater good over immediate, or short-term pleasure. Eudaimonia, as he called it, involves a person attaining their perfect self, a state of being happy based on reason. In other words, a good life should include activities that help others. Social pleasures are fundamental to other pleasures. Humans are highly social creatures, and social relationships are the most important factor in happiness. They may include abstract cognitive and vital sensory features, as well as social relationships. They also may act as a trigger to the hedonic network of the brain, which controls our enjoyment. In this way, we can generalize pleasure to other areas of life. The pursuit of pleasure is not an absolute requirement for happiness, but it does have evolutionary value. The more we experience pleasure, the more likely we will be happy. But this does not mean that we should give up the pursuit of pleasure. Pursuing pleasure is not always an easy choice, but it is a necessary part of the good life. When we have a strong sense of joy, we can better engage in the world and its pleasures. Elimination of negativity. Elimination of negativity for a good life starts within. It can have a negative impact on your life, leading to depression, health issues, and relationships. In order to break free from the vicious cycle of negativity, you need to learn to identify the triggers of negative thoughts. Change your self-talk and create a positive mindset. Affirmations can be a powerful tool in changing your self-talk. It is vital to link the affirmations with the negative thoughts in order to achieve a positive result. Negativity is like a poison. It is harmful to the whole system, so overcoming it is essential for holistic well-being. Life is full of suffering, so clearing negative energy is important for holistic well-being. Whether we're talking about physical pain, relationships, or worry, we've all experienced emotional or psychological negativity, and it can dampen the subtle body. Eliminating this poisonous energy from our lives will help us feel more positive and happier. If you are constantly feeling down, you may be suffering from the effects of negativity. It can be due to a rotten marriage, a bad job, or a poor health condition. It may also be the behavior of a family member, a co-worker, or a parent. Fortunately, you can transform the negative thoughts in your life by modifying the neural pathways in your mind. A new positive state of mind can give you a better outlook on life and create a more optimistic environment. Chapter 15. Help others. One way to live a good life is to help people and serve your community. You can help others and give back to your community by planning fundraisers or being a good neighbor to neighbors. Building a network of good neighbors can be contagious, so consider serving your neighbors as a way to make your community a better place. Helping others improves their own health and happiness. Helping others releases endorphins and improves our mood. It has also been shown that people who help others experience a higher self-esteem. Furthermore, we will bond with the people we help because we are doing something good for others. Helping others is a wonderful way to make a difference in the world. It will also make our own lives better and help us feel good about ourselves. If you want to lead a happy life, you should start helping others. In fact, Time magazine even called helping others the secret to happiness, and shared tips on how to give back to the community. Besides, Lifehack offers some practical benefits of helping others. You can receive free publicity, build a chain of favors, and make your resume look good. Start by giving your time. It doesn't have to be large. Just do something small like shoveling your neighbor's sidewalk or putting the Sunday paper on their front stoop. If you have spare change, you can donate it to local causes. This will make a difference in the life of others. Helping others can be practical, profitable, and a fulfilling experience. It doesn't have to be big or extravagant. Even a little bit of kindness will make a difference. Volunteering helps us feel better and improves our overall well-being. Volunteers experience increased self-esteem and are happier in general. Moreover, volunteering can lead to stronger communities and a happier society. It is also good for your relationship with others. It can make you closer to them and strengthen your bonds with them. Value your time. Unless you want to spend the rest of your life being a couch potato, value your time and learn new skills. The people you associate with can either kill your energy or make you feel bad. Try to surround yourself with people who inspire you and bring out the best in you, and that way you can help others in return. Learning new skills takes time, and you must practice them consistently to develop them. The time and effort you put into mastering a skill will determine how good you become. If you spend all of your time training yourself to be lazy, you will eventually become an expert in being lazy. You should also make a list of things that have drained your time or made you feel unappreciated. Some of these things may include a lack of communication, inconveniences, or coordination. List the opposites of these negatives. For example, if you dislike being late, you should spend your time making up for lost time. Conversely, if you are a team player, your priorities will be clearer. The key to being productive is to value your time. You can buy money, but you can never buy time. Money can help you delegate tasks and free up your time, but it cannot help you extend your life. Albert Einstein, for example, could not have achieved his theory of everything with twice as much time. Likewise, Steve Jobs could not have revolutionized the world of communication if he had twice as much time. Your time is more valuable than anything you can create. The biggest mistake you can make with your time is to undervalue it. When you value your time, you can set priorities. For example, if you are late for work, you will not be able to achieve your goals. This is why being punctual is so important. Time is our most precious resource, and allowing ourselves to be late is a waste of time. You must prioritize your goals and work on them accordingly. The best way to do this is by saying no to more things than you can possibly do. Face challenges with a sense of humor. Having a good sense of humor helps people cope better with challenges. You can turn your frustrations into opportunities when you use your sense of humor. You can even imagine ridiculous scenarios when you are facing difficult situations. It will help you relax and take control over the situation. It is important to note that you should always have a sense of humor and maintain it no matter what. You may find that it is not always possible to maintain a good sense of humor. Studies have shown that people with high humor levels enjoy better health and higher self-esteem. They also show better social behavior and better self-competence. This means that people with high humor levels can cope better with life's difficulties and are more resilient in the face of them. Researchers have identified 4 types of humor and found that some are good for your health and the well-being of others. The concept of humor is broad and crosses all aspects of our lives. Many say that a partner with a sense of humor is the most important quality in a relationship. It is also a valuable trait in leaders and has even been proven to improve cancer treatments. Developing a positive sense of humor is crucial for your overall health and well-being. You can cultivate a sense of humor by reflecting on the ways you think about events. You should always look for the funny side of life instead of focusing on the negative. Laughter is a wonderful mood enhancer and helps you face tough times in life. It makes it easier to cope with problems and deal with difficult situations. Chapter 16. Clarity of purpose. The good life is based on compassion and deeds that are helpful to others, and on personal goals that you've set. It's a life that will have meaning and legacy. Having a clear sense of purpose is one of the key ingredients of living a fulfilling life. It can be anything from loving someone to standing up for a cause to overcoming a major obstacle. You can redefine your purpose as often as you want, but Harvard Business Review says that if you wait too long, it will be difficult to act on your dreams. If you can find your purpose early, you're well on your way to a great life. Having clarity of purpose is essential to every type of success. Without it, you can't achieve your desired goals and are likely to waste your time and energy. Clarity of purpose gives you focus, enabling you to see clearly and achieve your goals. You will be motivated to act on your purpose, which will be the catalyst for success. Once you've found your purpose, you'll be more focused and effective in every area of your life. If you're not sure about your purpose, start with the basics. Find out what you love doing and how you can do it well. Doing it well will make you happier, healthier, and more fulfilled. And it's not as hard as you might think. It takes discipline to stay on purpose, but it will be worth it in the end. The process of finding your purpose will lead you to a good life, and it will be the catalyst that will guide you to your goals. Without clarity, distractions and pitfalls can distract us from our purpose. We often try to emulate other people's path, either out of envy or FOMO, or simply because we don't have any direction. We might work out at the gym, but it doesn't fit with our plan because we're not clear on what we want and why we're doing it. Without a clear vision, we won't be able to achieve our goals. Time is a factor in our happiness, and it should be respected and valued, but it is not the only factor. Other factors play a big part in our happiness. To value your time, you need to know what brings you happiness and what makes you stressed out. This way, you can train yourself to focus on what is most important to you. In doing this, you can make decisions that will improve your quality of life. Spending your time according to your values will help you create the most wealth. So, the next time you're thinking of how to spend your money, consider putting some time aside for yourself. As you can see, the value of time is more important than you think. Although we can't quantify our time, it has greater value than our money. Time is something we can spend and lose, and the way we spend it determines how much of it we will get out of life. By spending it wisely, we can accomplish more and have more time for relaxation. It is vital to make the most of your time and live life to the fullest. Choosing yourself. Choosing yourself is an important aspect of living a good life. When you put yourself first, you don't have to worry about what others think of you. Instead, focus on what you enjoy and want to do. By getting curious, you can discover what you enjoy, where you want to travel, and who you really are. By choosing yourself, you'll be happier and more present for the people in your life. By choosing yourself, you're supporting your dreams and avoiding the conditionals of others. Instead of being a burden to others, you're taking responsibility for your own happiness and success. It isn't always a choice between two options. Sometimes there is a third one available. If you're not sure how to choose, consider these tips to make the right choice for you. Once you've made the right decision, you'll be glad you did. Choosing a new place to live. Choosing a new place to live for its lifestyle is important. It's not enough to find a place that is convenient. You also need to consider transportation, whether it's the cost of gas or getting to work. Some cities offer public transportation, while others require you to purchase your own vehicle to get around. If you have children, it's crucial that the schools are close to your new home. Before making the decision to move, it's important to consider your social situation. You should map out your proximity to friends and family. Think about the easiest way to see them. It's also essential to consider the cost of living and the quality of life. If you're a student, consider the education opportunities available in the area. For a good life, you need to consider the quality of life in a city or a region. If you're looking for a new place to live, consider its pros and cons. This list will help you decide whether it's right for you and whether it has the things you need. A list doesn't have to be long, but it can help you decide if a neighborhood or location is ideal for you. You can start by writing down everything that comes to your mind. While living in a city can provide a high level of entertainment, the costs can be higher than those in smaller towns. If you don't like living in a big city, it's probably not the right place for you. However, if you love it, then you shouldn't shy away from big cities. If you love the hustle and bustle of a big city, the higher costs will make it worth it in the long run. Relationships. Healthy relationships are vital to a long and healthy life. They can buffer the effects of aging and increase our chances of longevity. Healthy relationships are important to both our physical and emotional health. People who are emotionally connected to someone are generally happier than those who feel isolated. In fact, a strong emotional connection is associated with improved memory and a positive mood. Fortunately, there are several ways to build healthy relationships. The first thing to remember is that relationships are the most important things in life. Having positive relationships increases your chances of happiness and a good life. A couple who doesn't create positive emotions in their relationship will find themselves rifted and no longer feel close to their partner. Healthy relationships share common goals, and they are mutually beneficial. Relationships are a commitment and require work to maintain. You should listen to your partner's concerns and be honest with yourself. Even if your partner does not share your goals, you should still consider forming a relationship that is healthy and fulfilling. It's not easy to maintain a good relationship, but it's worth it in the long run. A healthy relationship is balanced. Couples should make time for fun, jokes, and good times together. Sometimes, life throws challenges at one or both of you, and that can change the tone of your relationship. Despite your challenges, finding time for lighter moments together is essential to alleviate tension and strengthen the bond. Relationships are essential to a good life, so don't neglect these important aspects of your life and invest in your relationships. Chapter 17. What do you love? There are many ways to have a good life. One of them is to pursue what you love. There is nothing better than the satisfaction of achieving your goals. If you want to live a good life, you must make the effort to do what you love. This is often the most difficult thing to do, and you may need the help of other people to do it. But it is possible. Just make sure that you have a good mindset. The importance of passion cannot be overstated. Passion gives us purpose and direction in life. It also gives us an excuse to travel and meet new people. Passion is also the key to success. In addition, passion helps us build meaningful relationships and creates a good contribution. In addition to providing meaning to our lives, passion also makes us stronger, more resilient, and more successful. Creating passion can be a great way to develop your talent. In business, you can help people develop their talents. As a parent, you can teach children in a variety of ways. Activism can be a great way to teach about a cause you care about. Teaching others will help you gain knowledge and experience, and your efforts will be greatly rewarded. Similarly, passion can come from your beliefs. For example, you may follow a religion and spend time in prayer and contemplation. Then, you will be living your beliefs with your actions. Developing your passion begins with learning about what you enjoy doing and why it brings you happiness. When you find what makes you happy, make time to pursue it. By doing so, you will be more likely to find happiness in what you do. Passion is a great investment in your life. It will give you the opportunity to explore different aspects of yourself and improve your quality of life. You will find it much easier to pursue your dreams and live a happy, fulfilling life. If you want to be successful in a certain area, you need to be passionate about it. Even if you don't succeed instantly, you should never give up. When you're passionate about something, you'll be motivated to work hard and make sure you're good at it. In addition, your work ethic will be incredibly strong. A passionate person doesn't waste time elsewhere and doesn't waste energy. Having a clear sense of purpose will help you distinguish between things that are important and those that are not. Most people are caught up in the unimportant things, such as more money, a bigger house, a second or third car, etc. But people with a sense of purpose will be able to see what is really important and cut through all the noise. People with a sense of purpose are more likely to lead long and healthy lives. For example, people with a sense of purpose are more likely to engage in group activities, exercise regularly, and are less likely to die at a young age. They are also more successful. People who live with a purpose are happier than those who do not. If you are not happy with your current job, you can consider changing careers. The key to a fulfilling life is finding something that you love to do. You can also find purpose in small acts of kindness. Complimenting people or listening to their stories can be a great way to make a difference. Calling a sick friend and helping them can also be meaningful. You should also arrange your day so that you have time for yourself, as well as some structured time. You should ask yourself if you have enough free time to pursue your purpose. Finding your purpose is an essential component of a well-rounded life. Finding your purpose is challenging and requires courage. However, once you identify your purpose, you can begin connecting your purpose to meaningful work. It can be difficult to connect your purpose to your work, but coaching can help you make the process easier and more effective. The pursuit of personal excellence is a journey that begins with self-knowledge and continues with mental discipline. It provides the solution to positive change and equips readers to transform their lives. The book is filled with inspirational and motivational messages that will inspire readers to live a better life. Achieving personal excellence is possible for everyone who has the determination to work hard for it. Regardless of your age or career, there is no reason that you shouldn't be able to achieve your goals. Personal excellence requires that a person set goals and develops an action plan to achieve them. This plan should be detailed and focused to achieve desired results. The goal of personal excellence is to make oneself a better version of yourself in every way. To achieve this, one must set goals that are meaningful to them and can be measured. Once a person reaches a goal that is important to them, he or she will be considered an exceptional person. The pursuit of personal excellence involves creating the right balance between training and rest. Personal excellence requires a positive mindset that inspires one to be the best version of oneself. It also involves making the most of every day and focusing on what you can improve. Ultimately, the pursuit of personal excellence is the key to a good life. You can make your life more rewarding and fulfilling by pursuing your goals with passion and determination. Identifying your strengths and weaknesses is the first step to achieving personal excellence. This is important because it gives a person direction on how to apply their best skills. By identifying your strengths and weaknesses, you can identify and improve on them and improve your quality of life. You can also improve on your weaknesses, but you must identify your own personal values and beliefs before you can truly master them. Pursuing civic responsibility. One of the key elements of living a good life is pursuing civic responsibility. As an individual, you have responsibility for your community and to your country. This civic responsibility has great rewards and a purpose. Civic responsibility is a broad concept that includes a range of different skills and activities. It goes beyond voting and obeying laws. It involves active participation in a democratic society, participating in school, and serving the community. In order to develop civic responsibility, students should choose a cause that is meaningful to them. Students can begin by learning about civic issues and identifying a problem facing their community. They can then examine the different solutions to this problem. The final step is to design and implement a service learning project that addresses this problem. The benefits of civic responsibility are well worth the time and effort it takes to make a difference. Taking responsibility for one's community is important to a good life. Civic responsibility is necessary for the success of democracy and philanthropy. It helps ensure that the values of the United States Constitution and Bill of Rights are upheld. This duty includes upholding equality, diversity, authority, truth, and tolerance. Civic responsibility is closely linked to the philanthropic sector, but the concept is broader than that. Chapter 18. Living a life of personal excellence. Having a good life means different things to different people. For some people, it means living in the present and not haunted by the past or fearing the future. For others, it means pursuing your dreams and having purpose. Whatever it means to you, try to live in the present moment and enjoy it. Although you can't change the past, you can influence the future greatly by your actions in the present. Living a life of personal excellence is about continuously improving yourself. You need to set specific goals and work toward them. This will help you reduce stress and achieve your goals. In addition, you will become a better version of yourself. To achieve personal excellence, you need to set daily action steps and create a comprehensive plan. It is a process that can take time, but it is worth it when you see the benefits. Your core beliefs are also essential to living a life of personal excellence. Personal excellence requires an understanding of the meaning of choices and missteps. It also requires accepting responsibility for your current situation, and you should be willing to work hard in order to improve yourself. Moreover, living a life of personal excellence can be an adventure. However, you should not expect your dreams to be realized overnight. It is important to live a life of personal excellence if you want to have the most happiness, satisfaction, and achievement. It is important to find your core values and reflect on them regularly. Remembering your core values will help you make better decisions. As you review your life, write down observations and highlight positive qualities. It is also essential to set goals for yourself. By having a goal in sight, you will feel more motivated to take action. In order to live a life of personal excellence, you must analyze your strengths and weaknesses and be able to tackle problems. Your strengths are the things that you naturally excel at. Your weaknesses are the things that you're not so good at. This will allow you to identify your core beliefs and make changes that will enhance your life. You will feel more satisfied when you're doing the things you enjoy and love. Pursuing a dream. Following your dream is a great way to have a great life. It gives you opportunities to see and experience things that ordinary people will never see. It also helps you to grow and change. You may face fears or worries, but focus on your dream and you will be sure to have a great life. By following your dreams, you will be living the life you've always wanted. You can influence others by living a life that makes you proud of who you are. Moreover, pursuing your dream will give you the ability to inspire others and make them realize the beauty of their dreams. As a result, you will be happy and free. In addition, pursuing your dream can also give you the opportunity to provide for your family and help others. It will also be very difficult to fail if you follow your dream and live a happy life. In order to live the life of your dreams, you need to be willing to take risks. It may be challenging to follow your dreams at first, but you must be willing to face challenges and learn from them. When you pursue your dream, you will open doors, paths, possibilities, and experiences that will change your life. In order to live a successful life, you need to get out of your comfort zone. Pursuing your dream requires a blend of thinking and doing. You need to take action to make it a reality. The more action you take, the easier it is to achieve your dream. While thinking is important, it is not enough to make it happen. When you have the courage to take action, you'll be more likely to overcome obstacles. It is also a great way to make new friends and make life more meaningful. Having a purpose is a necessary part of having a fulfilling life. Purpose is a powerful motivator and inspiration. You may be able to find your purpose by following your instincts. This will help you create a path for your life that leads to your desired goals. Most people base their decisions on logic and hard data. However, intuition is often more accurate. If you don't have enough information to make an informed decision, listen to your gut instinct. To find a purpose in your life, do what you enjoy doing. This does not necessarily mean changing your career or profession. It can be as simple as giving haircuts to people who are in need or creating a good learning environment. It can also be as simple as finding a hobby or a passion that feeds your soul. If you enjoy musical theater, you may be perfectly suited to providing live performances for children. Controlling desires. The first step in controlling desires for a good life is to identify the areas of your life where you still feel in control. Then, treat these areas in a different way than you used to. Various philosophers have discussed the nature of desires and how to control them. Russell, J. and Richardson have both written works that explore the nature of desires and why we have them. Those two authors argue that desires don't necessarily determine our actions, but rather are the expression of our attitudes toward propositions. Moreover, their works demonstrate that desires are often expressed as a desire for a conceivable state of affairs. Several theories of desire are available, but there's no one that's perfect. One of them proposes that a strong desire will have a powerful effect even though it's not as good as a weak one. The other theory focuses on how beliefs and desires are related. For example, a strong desire may have a powerful effect on an organism, whereas a weak desire will have no such effect. It's best to consider the two theories together rather than to choose one or the other. If you feel that you can't control something, consider seeking out cognitive behavioral therapy. This form of therapy will teach you strategies to manage your need for control. It will also explore the root cause of your need for control, such as a mental illness or a defense mechanism. By learning how to manage your need for control, you can live a life of happiness and satisfaction. The most important step towards a good life is becoming aware of what you truly want and letting yourself be free of the need for control. Pursuing a legacy. People often want to leave a legacy, whether that is inspiring loved ones to live a better life or passing on their wisdom. There are many ways to do this, though. Some people choose to make a positive impact on the world by creating works of art, while others choose to foster loving relationships. In either case, it's possible to leave a legacy by doing a good deed. A legacy helps people live in the moment while understanding that they're part of a larger community. A legacy requires that a person live with an unselfish conscience and build for the future. It requires that you live with a sense of caring and responsibility and possess the wisdom and experience to deal with complex problems. It is a process of reflecting on the life that you've lived and of the people who have meant the most to you. Creating a legacy is a powerful way to connect with others. It helps you keep your focus and resist the temptation to make short-term decisions. Creating a legacy also gives you a sense of purpose. It connects you with the people you touch, and it leaves a legacy for future generations to enjoy. Considering your legacy as you make decisions will help you have a better life in the future. When pursuing a legacy, you must do your best to make it as long as possible. Creating a legacy doesn't mean that you'll be rich, but it does mean that your work will be meaningful to someone else. Having a legacy creates a sense of contentment that allows you to give more to the world. The key is to discover your passion, relate it to your purpose, and implement practical strategies. Chapter 19. Mark Twain's advice. Too many people get caught up in the past and future, and the little moments become a distant memory. By living life to the fullest, we'll have more time to enjoy the present. The first rule of having a good life is getting started. Those who have been successful have found that the right attitude can make them happier, healthier, and more fulfilled. Mark Twain once said that a man cannot be satisfied unless he first has his approval. By following his advice, you can get ahead and live the life of your dreams. In Mark Twain's notebook, a collection of his best writings, the American skeptic looks at the importance of not conforming to the norm. Those who go against the crowd become leaders. Those who follow the crowd are followers, but this is no way to live. In Mark Twain's notebook, he asks, "Why do I stay with the crowd?" He points out that staying loyal to a stupid idea is futile. This famous quote by Mark Twain is one of the most popular pieces of apocrypha in modern times. It has been shared in over 70 posts on Facebook alone, and was also retweeted over 900 times in just 12 days. As a result of its viral status, it has become an enduring source of motivational advice. While Twain might have sneered at such a trend, the aphorism has been quoted in countless motivational books and films. The best way to have a good life is to enjoy the company of people you love. People who enjoy reading a good biography will learn that Mark Twain had a great sense of humor and had a very interesting life. If you are in a position to read it, you should look into the life of this famous American. You will also gain a deeper appreciation of the author. While you're reading his works, consider how much of his life he shared with his readers. His autobiography has many autobiographical elements. He lived in a small town on the Mississippi River and used his experiences to inform many of his books. Books such as Roughing It and The Celebrated Jumping Frog of Calaveras County are based on his own travels. Aristotle. One of the best ways to have a good life is to follow Aristotle's advice. He says that a good life is full of virtue, which he describes as the middle ground between cowardice and excessive bravery. He calls this virtutheoria, which translates to study and contemplation, but does not involve the act of jumping off a fraternity house roof. Aristotle's words have a tendency to confuse us. One word telin means perfect, but it can also mean an activity that is not yet at a high level of excellence. If it were perfectly executed, this activity would be the ultimate pleasure. What if a person had the patience and virtue to deliberate before acting? He or she would not make the same mistake twice. Aristotle believes that a philosopher's life is superior to that of a political leader, as he requires less external equipment. Another way to have a good life is to live by the highest ethical virtues. The virtues of magnificence and greatness of soul are superior to those of simple generosity. Aristotle emphasizes that happiness is the ultimate goal of every action and should be pursued at all costs. Aristotle argues that having close friends is essential to happiness, whereas a lack of such friendship will prevent a person from enjoying his life. While this may sound like a paradox, it is important to remember that the highest good is not the same as the greatest good. Aristotle makes it clear that in order to live a good life, we must seek other goods, which are essential for happiness. Another important aspect of a good life is cooperation. By cooperating with good people, we will live a better life. Our close friends are often better placed to help each other than our fellow citizens. These people often have little idea of each other's circumstances. Aristotle also wonders why giving is necessary. This is a question that is often debated. However, he argues that this is the only way to truly have a good life. Mark Twain's ideas about living a good life. Mark Twain's ideas about the good life are not always light-hearted. However, he did have a very deep sense of humor. If you want to understand how he lived a good life, then it might be a good idea to read a biography of the author. Not only does a biography give you the chance to learn more about Twain, but it also reveals an interesting life story. Mark Twain's ideas about how to live a good life were inspired by his experiences in poverty, which plagued him from childhood until his death. He knew that living a good life required honesty. He also knew that his own moral character differed from that of other people. He regarded honesty as the essence of life. Therefore, his ideas about living a good life are important to understand as you look for your purpose in life. Twain's writing is a mixture of humor and political philosophy. While most of his best works are fiction, He also had a wealth of non-fiction works, including polemic essays. One of his best-known works was a pamphlet called King Leopold's Soliloquy, which was published posthumously in 1923. Some of the most memorable quotes from Mark Twain are from his Letters from the Earth. His letter about hell was widely thought to be heretical until it was published in 1962 in a collection of his unpublished writings. He proposed that the creation of hell was God's idea. He suggested that God is ultimately responsible for human suffering. It's amazing how his words and writings can inspire us, whether they're witty or funny.